I'm Sinead.
And I'm Maria.
And today, we're here to teach you how to make one of these bad boys. Maria has never made one of these before, so you'll be learning with her. I'm going to teach you how to do it. So, Maria, step number 1.
Wish me luck.
Yep. You're going to fold the sheet of paper into a triangle.
Yes.
So that we can get a square piece of paper. So I'll show the audience what that looks like. Looks like this. We're going to want to trim this little rectangle bit that's left over. So to make that easier, I suggest folding it over like so. Opening it up. So once again, it'll look like this. And we're just going to trim this. For the best results, you want to do a nice, precise circle. So, circle? Question mark. Square. You want to make a nice, precise square. So,
Mine's
feel free to take your time. So this part comes off, and you'll end up with a triangle that looks like this, so that when you fold it out, you have a square.
Not a circle.
Not a circle. We'll just wait for Maria.
Sorry.
There's no apologies in origami, my friend.
Okay. Something new you learn every
Something new,
day.
okay. So we're going to fold it back into a triangle like so. Then we're going to turn it over and fold it into another smaller triangle. And once again, make sure that you make sharp folds and make sure that they're as precise as possible.
Right. Every time I do this, I think I'm making like a cat's face.
And so you'll end up with something that looks like this. And now we're going to unfold it all. And we're going to fold it over horizontally this time to make a rectangle. And then we're going to turn it over and fold it over like so again, and then you'll end up with a square. And I'll show you what that looks like. Should look something like that. Awesome. And so now we're going to unfold all of that.
Okay.
The reason we did that is we want to use the fold lines to make what we call a triangle base, and I'll explain what that is. Okie dokes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of these side bits from the center, so from point A and B, like that, A and B, and we're going to bring them into the middle like this. And so it'll look like this. And you're just going to fold it in on itself. Like so. And there we have a triangle base. I do warn you, this can be a difficult step. I wonder why Maria's laughing. This can be a difficult step. So the easiest way to do it is to make sure your fold lines are sharp and precise, and just take your time. It takes a bit of practice, so do it with a bit of scrap paper first, and then move on to your red paper. Moving on, we're going to do a 180. So the point of the triangle is facing away from your body. And you'll notice that you have 4 flaps here. We're going to take the top 2. So these 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to fold them up to the point at the top of the triangle. So 1 and 2. Again, making sure that our folds are precise and sharp. And you'll have something that looks like this. So make sure you only take the top 2 and not these back ones as well. Like that. And then we're going to flip it over. Then we're going to turn it around 180 degrees so that the tip of the triangle is facing towards your body. And this is where it gets interesting.
Oh no, and I thought that was hard before.
So we're going to take this part of the triangle. I'll just show you from this angle. This part of the triangle. And what you're going to want to do on instinct is to fold it up to the top. We're actually going to go past the top so that the tip of the triangle is just peeking out above. And I'll show you what I mean once I get it straight. Oh, that's wonky. Okay. It'll look like that, so it's just peeking out, if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. And now what we're going to do, I'll move forward a bit, is you're going to want to stick your thumb at the middle point here, and you'll notice that it doesn't want to fold down because the paper is bending. So you want to pull the sides out a little bit. This can take a lot of practice and a bit of time. So as you can see, I'm sort of pulling it out. You can bend this outer edge, but this bit here, you don't want to bend because that's what gives the wings its curves. You just want to pull it out so it sticks out, but make sure to not fold this bit here. And you're going to want to do the same to the other side. Oh, it's gone wonky. I'll just fix that up.
Oh, okay, I got it on this side.
Oh, that's good.
But, yeah, I struggled a bit with my first side.
So, re-demonstration. We're just pulling until it comes out. Like so. And again, we can fold the outer bit, but not this bit. Now, it's a bit difficult to do on camera to show you guys, but it should, in theory, look something like that. Don't be too discouraged if it doesn't look like that the first time. It does take a couple of tries.
Yeah, mine doesn't really
like
look
that,
like that.
Sort of.
Close.
It's the thought that counts. So it'll look something like that. And then we're going to turn it over. And so if you see this little tip that's peeking out, we're going to fold it over the top. Like so. How are we looking? Looking good, very good. Right. Now, we're going to fold this in the middle, like so. And just fold it down the middle. Don't bother pushing the rest of it down. So just press along this point here that I'm showing. Yeah, just like that. Awesome. And we're going to do it the opposite way. Again, only pressing down the center point here. We don't want to bend any of the wings, otherwise that will compromise the integrity of the butterfly.
Okay.
So just here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great, like that. And then open it back out again. Now, this part is slightly difficult to explain.
Oh, no.
For the purposes of the demonstration, I will use a Sharpie to show where you need to fold along. Where you need to fold along. So, imagine that there is an invisible line going from this outer edge of the triangle down to the center. And I'm going to draw that on.
Wow, they look cool. Sorry.
Going to draw that on. Where I've drawn a line is where you're going to fold in. So I'm going to fold in like this. Like so, if you can see that. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. So now it's sort of looking like that. Looking good. Very good. And now do the other side. So imagine those lines. From the tip down to the center. Yeah, like that. Awesome. Just out. So it's like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Right.
When you do your actual butterfly, don't actually draw lines here. This is just for me to demonstrate.
Okay.
Awesome. So now we're going to fold it once more in the center like that. And then we're going to follow the fold lines that we've just made. So center, and then follow the fold lines that you've just made.
Yeah.
You should do it here like that. And then press in. Press down the center so that it's got a good crease. And then 1, 2, 3. You've just made a butterfly.
Beautiful.
In theory, this is what your butterfly should look like. However, it is going to take a couple of practices for you to get to this point. So don't be discouraged if it looks like a scrunched up ball of paper.
Or if it kind of looks like my one.
I think Maria did a good job for her first time.
Thank you.
Your first time.
Yeah.
Right, Maria?
First time.
We'll see you and your butterflies at Madam Butterfly.